Hey Okies, welcome back to our last episode. I'm so excited.
I don't want to leave.
I don't either, but we will be right back. In a couple of months, we will have another season coming up. We're just going to take a little break and regroup, all that good stuff.
I mean, we have more in tune, so stay tuned for that for sure.
A lot of secrets next season that will be coming up.
I'm so excited. So we're going to recap our first season real quick.
Yes. You gotta drink some of that. This is Moony Tunes, and I am Space Bunny Red.
And I'm Space Bunny Shy, and we have a lot in store for you today.
Stay tuned. We're here at Aloha. That's what it's called.
In Bethany. It's on Council. I got me a sour green apple icy. Yeah, green apple icy. It's melted.
Yes, I got a dairy-free frappe. They do have alternatives for those that are lactose intolerant. Also, this season, we had a great time, didn't we?
Yes, I loved it. I loved the experiences.
Yes.
All the different places we went to.
Yes, all the new faces we met.
Right, our first song was, what was it? Ollie's, what is it?
Charlie Stop Record Shop.
Charlie Stop Record Shop.
That's how we remembered
how to say Charlie Stop Record Shop. And from then on, we've been singing.
It's been great. I did love the vibes at the Charlie Stop Record Shop. I think that was my favorite place that we experienced together.
Me too. I still have to go back there and get me a record when I get my record player.
I'm so excited.
Right.
Who was your favorite artist?
Oh, we can say our favorite?
Yeah, we can say our favorite.
Oh no, I can't pick. I love them all. I really do.
I love all of them too.
I do. I feel like everybody was a vibe. Everybody kicked it. They all had their own flavor. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I can't pick, to be honest.
We did have a big variety this season of like different artists and like the way that they perform, their music that they give out.
Yeah, that's why I was like, you can't choose. It's so many different varieties.
Yes,
so.
it is.
What about you?
My favorite. If I had to pick.
If you had to pick.
If I had to pick, would probably be Sky High.
Sky High?
Yes.
Okay.
She had such a good conversation, and like it was just wonderful the entire time. The vibes, getting to talk with her and all that good stuff.
I mean,
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, big cancer vibes always. Shout out to Sila.
Yes, Sila was good. We will be seeing Sila again next season. Yeah.
And then, what else did we do this season?
We had 2 open mics.
Oh, yeah, we did. And if y'all were there, thank y'all for coming.
Yes, thank you guys for coming out to our open mic night.
One was for Space Bunny Red's birthday.
Yes, and I made homemade pizza for everybody. It was so good.
So if y'all like the pizza, let us know in the comments so we can continue to do that for sure.
For sure.
And then we had our big event.
The Chronic Palooza.
Yeah, we turned up for Carnipalooza. Let me tell
Yes.
you, I was there with the mushy bags. They was doing all the stages and VIPs. Oh God, it was such a great experience. I've never experienced anything like it.
I had a great time, and then at the end of it, after I got off that stage on Sunday, I got to hit some dabs at one of the little vendor booths, and I was lit.
Oh my God, there was this guy walking around with freaking, what is it called? A leaf blower with weed just coming out of it.
Oh my gosh.
And I was like, oh my God. And she was just spraying it in people's faces. So shout out to her too.
Yes. What else did we do this season?
We went to a lot of different places. We got to talk to a lot of different artists. I know we're expanding our variety of things that we're doing. I don't know. We did so much. It's so hard to remember because we were busy. I wish I knew. Like, we were making video after video after video. Like, we'll drop a video.
And then we'll make the next video.
We'll be making the next video already. So,
yeah.
And then we added Space Bunny Salem.
Yeah, we did add Space Bunny Salem and Space Bunny Brookie.
Yeah, and then we added Space Bunny Brookie. And I can't wait to see more of them next season for sure.
actually did this interview that's coming up after our segment right here.
So stay tuned.
So stay tuned. Yes.
When is that dropping?
It's coming up next.
Oh, today.
Next.
It's happening now.
Like now. His name was Hotboycoldheart, and his producer was with him. PRND or Pretend is what he goes by, and that'll be playing next.
Okay.
Stay tuned.
For no disguise, I can see it in your eyes. Knew you wasn't gon' slide. Shouldn't have to beg you to ride. Driving down I-35. Fuck a Bonnie and Clyde. Nobody on my side. That's how I like to know my profile. Intent don't gotta hide. Verified, I'm certified. They know my name nationwide. Ain't an average Joe. You bitches don't want no smoke. I'm inhaling all this dope. Why your man give me dope? Bitches ain't getting no dope. Too busy putting on a show until we knocking at your door. Knock you down, dominoes. Overplay my part with niggas, but I know that's my fault. Getting rid of bad vibes like a fucking bad cough. I can hear my grandma say, grandbaby, keep your head up. 9 to 5 ain't for me, so I gotta keep my bread up. And 9 to 5 ain't for me, so I gotta keep my bread. Driving down I-35. Fuck a Bonnie and Clyde. Nobody on my side. That's how I like Jimmy Neutron with the stick, bitch, I got a blast. I'm the one in this bitch, I don't come in last. State to state, just to change the forecast. Mind steady racing, man, I be moving fast. Pace yourself in this game, you don't wanna crash. Smoking weed for the pain, wanna see me flash. Call my supplier real quick, need another bag. I got some niggas coming home and some niggas doing life. Sit behind them fucking bars telling me to do right. Shining bright on you hoes, I don't even need a light. I can hear my grandma say, grandbaby, keep your head up. 9 to 5 ain't for me, so I gotta keep my bread up. No need for no disguise, I can see it in your eyes. Knew you wasn't gon' slide. Shouldn't have to beg you to ride. Driving down I-35. Fuck a Bonnie and Clyde. Nobody on my side. That's how I like to drive.
Hey Okies! Welcome back. I'm Space Bunny Brookie.
I'm Space Bunny Salem.
And today we're here with PRND and
Hotboycoldheart at the Castle Roll Studios in Oklahoma City.
Okay, so to start off this interview, we wanted to ask you an icebreaker question. And the icebreaker question today is going to be, if you had the choice and you had a time machine and you could go back to like the Renaissance period, or you could travel forward into like the spaceship flying cars period, where would you go and why?
Definitely the future. There's more technology, less things like dysentery.
Yeah, they actually have sanitation in the future. So I would definitely go with traveling 300 years because I want to see who the next Van Gogh is.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, perfect. Okay, so for PRND, we can get started asking him questions. In regards to, I saw that you had a lot of influence by vinyl records, and you meant like actual spinning vinyl records, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you grew up with like a whole system and everything in your home?
Absolutely.
That's awesome. I have a system in my home currently. My babies love it. They dance around because you can feel the music vibrating. Yeah. I think that there's like a big difference in the sound quality. Would you say that you prefer digital music production or vinyl music production?
That's a good question. I think for me it really depends on what I'm going for and what vibe I'm trying to set for myself. But if I'm looking to just kind of get into my feelings a little bit and get into a nice cathartic space, I think vinyl hits a little bit different. It lets you kind of tap into those different energies. But when I'm producing or I'm looking for something that's crisp and concise and clean and you know, mixed with a bunch of different instruments. Sometimes digital is where it's at too. So I don't have a favorite. I probably pick both of them, but it just depends on the vibe I'm trying to set.
Yeah, they both have their strengths and weaknesses.
Yes, they do.
Okay.
What rock band do you find yourself listening to the most?
Rock band. Ooh. That's interesting because I don't really listen to a ton of rock. I listen to more metal. Is that considered rock?
Yes.
I would say as of recent, I've been listening to a lot of Iron Maiden, like classic rock, classic metal. They actually came to Austin and did an amazing show at the Moody Theater that I went to. And then, of course, I got to throw it back to Metallica.
Yeah. What inspired you to listen to rock?
I mean, we live in America. It's a melting pot mosaic for music. So it's kind of one of those things where, like, you know, you're introduced to rap, you're introduced to different genres, and they all kind of blend together at some point with hybrid music. But yeah, you know, growing up, I was inspired by R&B and jazz early. But then, you know, my parents were pretty eclectic and had the Pink Floyds and the Led Zeppelins and the Depeche Modes lined up as records too. So that kind of touched me and inspired me to, you know, to just stay with it.
What are your top 3 favorite vinyl records of all time? If you had to pick, both of you. Specifically vinyl, like what you would spin on a vinyl system.
Ooh. I'll let Nick tackle that one first.
That's tough. Top 3. Broken Social Scenes, You Forgot It in People. Like TV on the Radiohead's Dear Science. And third one's tough to decide. Brand New Seek Transit Gloria.
For myself, I would say, for me, easily, one of the first vinyls I got was Wu-Tang, 36 Chambers. So I got to put that up there. The second one's got to be Block Party. I think it's self-titled. And then my third one would probably be, Believe It or Not. It's R&B vibe. And it might catch some people off guard, but Anita Baker.
Oh yeah, no, she's fire for sure.
Yeah. So I actually have a question for you.
Okay.
What made you choose your artist name?
It's actually from it's a lyric from a song from a previous project called Very Stable Genius.
Okay.
And I went back and forth when I decided to go solo, whether to use my name or whether to come up with a moniker. And I literally asked 100 people, and 87 of them said they would rather listen to someone with a rap name. So
Instead of just.
yeah.
I like how you did your own consensus.
Right. Because
That's
I mean, I went
something
back.
I would do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tally it up.
So, you played violin. Do you still play violin?
You know, I don't.
Okay.
It's such a shame.
It is a shame.
Yeah.
You should pick it back up.
I think, you know, the beautiful thing about life, when you're granted another day to live, is you've got time and opportunity.
Mhm.
And I feel at some point
It might come back.
that'll spark my interest
Yeah,
again.
for sure.
Yeah.
It's a good talent.
So, at what age did you start making your own songs?
15.
I would say about the same, 14, 15, high school period.
Yeah.
That's when I started dabbling and getting creative, flexing that muscle.
So is that about the time that you wrote your first song as well?
Yeah. I mean, it's discovery, right? You learn that, oh wow, I can create, and then you learn your workflow, and then, you know, the sound comes out and you express yourself, and you're like, oh, this is kind of cool. But yeah, I don't know if I'd want people to hear that stuff.
Right now, 14,
Trying to keep it in the
I
vault.
was,
Yeah.
writing things on piano, but I was 15 when I wrote like the first song that had words.
So you play piano,
Yeah.
and you currently play piano still.
Right.
Do you play any other instruments as well?
Just about all of them. If it makes noise, I can play it. But you know, I don't.
Can you play trumpet? Can you
Could
play clarinet?
I could at one point, but I've forgotten some of it.
Yeah, it's hard to remember the notes
Yeah.
and everything, like memory. But
Well, and that's the thing too. As a producer, you know, you've got to be multifaceted, and you know, I try and make sure that I play enough instruments to keep me on my toes. So,
yeah.
you know, I use
Try to have your
acoustic.
hands in everything.
I think I'm
Yeah.
just lazy with software. Because, you know, with software I can play
You
any
prefer
instrument I
instrument.
want with a keyboard.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
just choose to do that.
NPCs are very powerful.
Yeah.
You know, I play, you know, outside of the NPC, you know, acoustic guitar, electric, bass as well, and then obviously the keys and synthesizer. So there's a lot that goes into my music from different instruments, and then you add the NPC on top of that, and it's just like, wow, it's a lot of power there.
So what inspires you to create your music?
You know, I've just always done it. I don't really. I wish I could tell you that certain things inspire me to create, but at this point it's just like I have no choice. You know, I'm constantly coming up with things in my head, and these days it's a little more rare that I get time to put them down. But, you know, I'll be inspired by songs that I hear sometimes, or, you know, life events, but I'm always creating. So.
You as well?
I mean, yeah, for me, it's the creative process is different for everyone, but you know, the reason why I create is because it's an avenue for me to express myself through the lens of music. Ideas, thoughts, concepts, feelings, emotions, being able to put that in one concise package and complete a song or create a composition that shows how you feel at that particular moment. It's intoxicating.
Yeah.
So I create because, one, I like to flex that muscle and I need it in my life, but I also create to flex that muscle and make sure that I'm using that creative bone to the best of my ability.
So with those creative bones, for both of your questions, okay, if you had a dream collaboration where you collaborate with anybody dead or alive, which musicians would you guys collaborate on a song with?
Ooh, this is a great question.
Phil Collins, hands down.
Oh, that's a good one. I mean, he invented the reverb drum.
100%.
This one's kind of catching me off guard a bit.
Yeah.
Because we're talking past and people that are alive too. I would love to collaborate with a vocalist, if I could, and produce for Teddy Pendergrass.
Ooh, yeah, Teddy Pendergrass was good.
He was magical
Lieutenant Campbell.
and just had a je ne sais quoi. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and I would love to pick his
The
brain
zhuzh.
and understand his creative mind.
Yeah, for sure.
So how do y'all want your fans to see you? Or how would you like them to see you?
This is tough for me because, you know, my first record is, to me, it's kind of all about, I don't want to say the wrong things, you know, but that's what comes to mind. And it's things that I don't necessarily, you know, endorse anymore. So when I go into writing a song now, it's really, I want it to be a force of positivity to the rest of the world, because the rest of the world wants you to see them at their so-called best. You know, we all fabricate these lives for the internet that we truly want people to believe that we lead, and it ends up turning into everybody trying to keep up with everybody else on, you know, who's the biggest slave to their vices, who, I don't know, can we curse on here?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
who gives a fuck the least? Like, it's so cool to not care, and it's so cool to, they're exalting, or, you know, they're glamorizing things like overdosing, things like just throwing your life away. And so if I just want to promote the opposite of that, of taking care of yourself and being positive and you know, holding your family close and things like that.
I think that's great.
Speaking for myself, for PRND Pretend, I just want people to, you know, at the end of the day, I can't control what people think of my music, but if I could say some things to influence how I would like to be thought of or presented as, I just want to be looked at as a versatile art machine that makes museum music, music that stimulates your creativity, music that you can look at art to, music that allows you to get in a vibe. And that's the beautiful thing about what I feel is an original sound and not putting myself in a box. I'm able to do a hyper pop song like we just recorded. I'm able to do an emo rap song like Body Count. I'm able to do the EP that he mentioned called Kill Your Idols coming out in May. You know, it keeps me versatile. And then I can also toss in Umbrella Sessions, which is a whole completely different dynamic musically. So at the end of the day, I just want people to be able to create a vibe that works for them to my tunes and be able to get in a creative mindset that allows them to progress and pursue their goals.
Up next, watch our video for Watch Out.
Oh my god, it's just pretend. Oh my god, it's just pretend.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Whoa, yeah, 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 yeah. Whoa, whoa. Watch it, I'm next. I got my foot on their necks. I'm by the bag, by the check. I was a wreck. Now I just wake up and flex. The feeling is better than sex. Watch that little bitch. I ain't gonna stop till I'm rich. I ain't gonna stop even then. Yeah, I'm on 10. I'm finna do it again. Watch what I do with the pen. Watch out, I'm next. I got my foot on their necks. I'm by the bag, by the check. I was a wreck. Now I just wake up and flex. The feeling is better than sex. Watch that little bitch. I ain't gonna stop till I'm rich. I ain't gonna stop even then. Yeah, I'm on 10. I'm finna do it again. I'm finna do it again. Drip so hard, might drown my demons. All of my ops been plotting and scheming. Look at me now, I'm grinning, I'm beaming. Look at me now, so hot, I'm steaming. Fuck with me now, cause soon I'll be leaving. I'm on the journey, I won't stop believing. I gave a lot, now I'm receiving. Shia LaBeouf, that's even Steven. I'm in the cut, I'm bobbing, I'm weaving. She wanna fuck, but we ain't conceiving. I ain't just giving away my semen. Me and pretend on the wave like semen. Don't pretend you don't see me shining. I'm on 10, got perfect timing. I'm in the stew, I'm chilling, I'm rhyming. Do what I do and I'm feeling the vibe, and you fucking love it. Yeah, 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 yeah. Whoa, yeah, 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 yeah. Whoa, whoa. Watch it, I'm next. I got my foot on their necks. I'm by the bag, by the check. I was a wreck. Now I just wake up and flex. The feeling is better than sex. Watch that little bitch. I ain't gonna stop till I'm rich. I ain't gonna stop even then. Yeah, I'm on 10. I'm finna do it again. Watch what I do with the pen. Watch out, I'm next. I got my foot on their necks. I'm by the bag, by the check. I was a wreck. Now I just wake up and flex. The feeling is better than sex. Watch that little bitch. I ain't gonna stop till I'm rich. I ain't gonna stop even then. Yeah, I'm on 10. I'm finna do it again. I'm finna do it again. No, 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 me no hablo con el diablo. Used to move weight like Pablo. Used to take pills, used to pop those. But you know I had to drop those. Got a couple hits, finna drop those. Finna hit the world with a hot dose. Nah, motherfucker, we not bros. Couldn't walk a mile around zapatos. Rock and roll, barbatos. Gang shit, no vatos. Making money, no lotto. Stay hungry, my motto. Staying humble, still hot though. I got goals, I don't want hoes. 99 problems, I ain't want those. 99 problems, I ain't want those. 99 problems, I ain't want those.